So in this video I'll be showing you how to use the chat register. In this they go over it, explaining how to use it, giving code examples, stuff like that. This would be the code that we have from our previous one, the first video. We register a chat register, which is basically just a listener. So now we can go to the Java docs and then search register chat. Here it says what it does with the arguments that it passes through, and the available modifications. Also says the parameters, which would be the method, and says here what it does. So that's basically it for that. Now we can go inside of the set criteria, because this is the most useful feature of this one. So it tells you here how to use it and all of that stuff. So now that we are here in code, you can basically see that that's what we're doing here, right? So here it says that using this dollar sign, brackets, variable name inside, and then closing brackets, it'll basically just kind of take that as a capturing group and say, if I have a message that says, for example, player name, and then it says a message, this, for example, we changed here the name part to player, because name will change obviously, and then this is a message, which will be this part instead of here, changes as well. So we do this stuff and then put the message inside of it, so it basically just matches this one. Now this wouldn't work inside of servers. So for example, for on Hypixel Skyblock, and I say something in chat, it won't say anything from the code, because it doesn't match this specific message, right? So I'll be showing you how to fix that, essentially with just this variable stuff. It also tells you that doing this with the star thing here, don't really know what that's called. It'll basically match that part, but it won't pass it through as an argument. So these are the arguments, which are taken from here. It says player and message, and if we do this, it basically deletes the message one, and it doesn't passes it through, but it does match this part. So for example, if I just send this, which would be only the player name, it technically shouldn't match it unless it has a message after it. So that's essentially how that works. Now I'll be making a new one just to show how to kind of make the one for the server that I'm currently in, which would be, for example, this is my level. The level changes obviously, so we can just make it into this thing if we want the level to be passed through. Then there's a symbol here, which we can just delete because we don't need that. And then there's the, what's it called, the rank, obviously. Then there's the player name, and then there's the message and the message. So now that we have our criteria, we can just set the level here, because that's what's passing through here. As we stated in there, nothing passes through there. Now we can just pass in the rank, the name, the message. Now we'll also set the event here, because it's always passed through as the last option or argument. We'll cancel it, and we'll send a new message with all of this stuff. So for example, if I want to send a message which is going to be light blue, name, and then we're gonna see the level as red. Let's do this level, and then you can just put the rank in the first one as gold, and then the message, which is just put like white or something. So that's basically for the how you create the one for this server, for example. So I'll say something in chat, it'll cancel it, and then it'll send the custom one. So yeah, that's basically it for this one. So you can obviously say a lot of stuff here. You can also use regex. Won't go over that, but a lot of people have a struggle to use regexes, and what you basically need to do is just essentially just do set criteria, and then just do double slash, and then here's your regex, and that's literally it for that one. If you don't know regex, just don't bother with this. Just use this one. It's more simple and basic, and you'll get it. You'll understand it better. Now, there's also register Actionbar, which is essentially the same as the chat one. You can also set criteria and stuff. For example, here let's just set message as random one. This one essentially will just match anything. So we can just say message. This is just I'm just gonna show you what it basically does, but it's essentially just the same for this one, but for Actionbar, which is like the stuff that happens above your hotbar. So I don't really need to explain how this works, other than to show you what it is. So here, for example, that we have saved, there you go. That's the Actionbar, which is this part. For example, here in the server, which is Hypixel Skyblock, it's used for the HP, defense, and the mana. And there's also this part, which is some talisman stuff, which you don't really need to know. So that's basically it for this one. Now you can go to here and then go to like chat lib, object, and then here in functions, this is everything you can do with it. You can, for example, send a message, send a chat, a command from the criteria match and stuff like that. For example, here, let's say that, for example, help, because a lot of people use this for party chat messages, right? So, for example, if I send help, if we detect help, we can then do, for example, send that command. And I must send, for example, co-op chat. We don't need to do the slash here because it already does it for us. For example, like that. Now we can do CT load, and if I send any message, it won't match it, obviously. But if I send help, it will, and run the command, which I guess it didn't, because I did something wrong. Oh yeah, I forgot that it's like this. There you go. So that's basically it.